The Indians were non-aligned, and they treated the Chinese really generously. India immediately recognizes China in 1950. Countries like the United States didn't forever. And then to help China break out of its diplomatic isolation at the end of the Korean War, India signs a friendship treaty with China. And as part of that friendship treaty, it recognizes Chinese sovereignty over Tibet. Meanwhile, the Chinese want to complete their control over Tibet. And so they're going to send big armies up there. Tibetan culture, it's of Indian origin. It's not Chinese origin. So this repression of Tibetan culture just appalls the Indians. The Chinese come to the Indians and say, look, why don't we do a swap on sovereignty? You recognize our sovereignty over that Aksai Chin plateau where nobody lives, and then we'll recognize your sovereignty over this much more densely populated Arunachal Pradesh. And Nehru doesn't want to hear anything about it. So during the Cuban Missile Crisis, when Russia is much too busy, this is when China launches the 1960 Sino-Indian War, and China just plain takes the Aksai Chin plateau. The Indians are appalled because they don't have any roads to be able to deploy up there, whereas the Chinese do. Their defeat is just total, and they can't believe the Chinese did this to them. Here's Nehru afterwards. There are not many instances in history where one country, that is India, has gone out of her way to be friendly and cooperative with the Chinese government and people, and then for the Chinese government to return evil for good, and even to go to the extent of committing aggression and invade our sacred land. Who does this? I get it. The Chinese get the territory they want, but what they have done is taken a country, India, which had its leadership terribly idealistic, not interested in becoming militarized at all, and making them angry forever. India immediately doubles the size of its army within the next 10 years to up to 750,000 people, creates 10 mountain divisions useful against China, and they've never ceased being so angry. What if, instead of playing this game this way, China and India had teamed up? I would suspect we would be in a very different world order now. But this is China's decision, not India's fault on this one.